Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. I hope you had a great weekend. Listen, you saw the flyers going by there, different things happening in the community. So I just want to remind you guys that, October is Breast Cancer and Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So, this is just a time that we bring awareness. We have tributes and things like that. But these are issues that happen throughout our entire year. So, men and women alike should be doing self exams, talking to your doctors, getting your boobies squeezed, all that stuff. And being mindful of people that you might think are dealing with domestic violence. I know if you see signs, it's hard to know what to do, but definitely reach out to somebody to, get some advice, talk it over, because it is a very serious situation and it's growing. Also, every Sunday, don't forget that every Sunday, um, Brandon Brown hosts an event in Charlotte, and it's at 2600 Clemson Avenue. Every Sunday, last Sunday they did it in honor of the JCSU homecoming. But listen, it's all kinds of stuff going on. So we're going to talk about more as we go throughout the program. But I did want to go ahead and invite our guest in, who is Zay Holmes, an educator at the ITU um, University, Independent Trading University. Hey, Zay.
Yes. Hey, Ali. How's everything doing? How's
Good.
everything going? How's everything going? And shout out and hello to everybody at Making Connections. Glad to be here again. It's been a little while. It's been about 3 months since we last connected on here.
I know, and my have things changed in 3 months, right?
Yes, a lot, a lot.
Well, well, welcome back. But in case maybe somebody missed your first couple episodes,
Hmm.
give an opportunity just to greet the family, tell them a little bit about yourself,
Of
and then we'll
course.
jump into ITU and find out what's happening over there on that campus.
Most definitely, most definitely. So my name is Zay Holmes. Well, Isaiah Holmes. Everybody calls me Zay. I am a professor at ITU, and we are really here to try to help people put some more money back into their pockets. I think we've had a giant miss of this type of career field. I don't think a lot of us are trained nor educated to take advantage of the markets as we should, and it's such a simple way, not easy, but a simple way to generate some extra income so you can fund those extra endeavors that you want to do. And it's helped me. It's helped a lot of my brothers that I served with. I was prior Air Force, and now I'm on my way to try to live abroad because this has given me the opportunity to just make finances from my phone, from my laptop, and not have to worry about some of those things that hold us back in our community. So just as well, we came together after getting ourselves together and educated, and coming back to reach back and help those that may not even be aware that you can make money from stocks, foreign exchange, and crypto so immediately. And for us, these withdrawals are weekly, daily, and it puts us in a great position and help others as well. So this year has been great. We've been able to help a lot of students kind of learn, get their feet wet, and start moving in the right direction, especially with things changing now. I mean, everything's doubling in prices from gas to groceries. Okay,
Listen,
in real estate as well. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
if y'all never thought about tuning in before, tune in now, because I mean the way things are going, and whew, we just never know. Things change from
Yeah.
day to day, with the world. As you know, it's not just
Mhm.
in your community, in your neighborhood. The things, going on in the world, they trickle down to our neighborhoods, right? So we have
Sure.
definitely have to have a plan in place, what to do because, and with COVID, nobody knew that was coming. Nobody knew all the businesses were going to be shut down. Nobody knew that, after this long period that some businesses wouldn't open back up. And so,
Mhm.
I just believe that now that we know things like that do happen and can happen, we have to put a plan in
Oh,
place.
for sure. Most definitely. We could tell, like, just having the knowledge that we have in this community back in 2020. I mean, we were aware around January to February when the market started to shift a little different. And then the world became aware about, that March to June arena. So this gave us an opportunity to kind of have a jump start on knowing what to do and when to do what needs to be done. And just as well, now we're seeing, we used to talk about in 2020, like these guys are going to come back and get this money. This market's crashed. They're going to find a way. At least the big companies are going to find a way to get that money back, and we're seeing that happening right now.
Okay. So tell us. I know you're talking about, because I've been in the conversations a little bit. I know
Hmm.
there's a group of you guys, and you kind of came together, and you just went at it. Let's figure this out. What was that like? Like, was one person becoming an expert in one area and training everybody else? What was that? What were those midnight sessions like?
Oh God! So just to kind of give my story a bit, I I've always wanted to trade since I was younger. When I was about 13 years old, maybe between 13 and 15, and I started to realize, look, money's important. So what are the top three ways to make money? And at the time, Google and Yahoo and them were just coming out. So I just did a quick search, and at the time, it was to either be an investor, to be in real estate, be a business owner, and school was the last thing on the list. So
Mm,
investing was one that piqued my interest, but I'm from North New Jersey. There wasn't a community or a group that I knew back during that time that was teaching it at all. So I said I'd always keep an ear out there, and if it came along, I would jump all in. So about 28 years old is when it happened, and I was just getting out of the military. And I said, I'm going to study. I'm going to, give me all the information. I'm everywhere, looking up everything. And Tay, one of our other educators, he knows me for if I'm doing something that is outside of the norm, I'm focused. So he noticed I kind of disappeared off of social media. I wasn't going out anymore. I like got rid of the Xbox. I'm like, look, I've got to get this down pat. So he
mhm,
happened to join up with me where we were getting educated at, and we started studying together, practicing together, and we met Michael France. So he's our fundamentals expert. He's been studying the markets and the news and how they react for a very long time. So once we got an understanding of charts and understanding how to become a consistent trader and started to win and stay consistent week after week, month after month, and understanding that losses come with the game, we
mhm.
were like, look, this is something the people need. Like, I would hate to sit around here doing what we're capable of and then watching our people fall during these times. So what can we do? What can we do? Let's come together. Let's work as a team and come up with an education system that actually is going to work. One that's not going to waste your time. I mean, our objective is not to even keep you around. If you get this and you're off to the races, hey, look, glad that we can help on your journey. Please enjoy these profits, enjoy what you've learned, and continue to take care of your family as best you can, or invest in those things that you want to invest in. And that's what all trading is. That's all forex is. That's all any trading really is. It's a vehicle for you to fund the endeavors that you really want to do. And us being able to come back and help people do that has been truly phenomenal. And even getting to meet you guys. And Ally's now been with us for about 2 months now. So just to ask you, how was your experience has been so far with us?
Hey, I'm doing the interview. No, I'm just kidding. We knew this was coming, but no, it has been, listen, very eye opening.
Hmm.
I've told it in the community. I thought that, I was just going to get like a pretty chart, and it was going to be like, okay, when this moves here, you do this. And in a sense, okay, we'll get into trading plans maybe. But in a sense, you do build your own trading plan. And
Hmm.
so, but still, I didn't think it was going to be like relying so much on me, and but like you said, like Mike is really into fundamentals. He's watching what's happening in the world, where unemployment and stuff goes, and that helps him with his trades. Tay is all into charts, and I see this pattern, and so it's just like a lot. And I was like sitting there like, what did I go into a different country, a different world here? It's like they be going through these charts, and I'm like, "What'd you say,
Uh-huh.
Fibble? Fibble? Who's a
Hmm.
Fibonacci? Who is that? What they do?"
Yeah, yeah. There
but
is a
it has,
lot involved.
but it has been very eye opening, though. Really, even talking about like unemployment and how it will affect the markets, and how the big businesses, affect what we do as like retail traders, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so it's just been, I mean, I suggest anybody get in the community just to have these eye-opening conversations and these moments. And you guys
Hmm.
are so awesome about just being real honest with us, just taking it down to whatever level we need it. You never
Yeah.
leave anybody behind, really. So I appreciate that.
No, of course. Like my biggest thing, at least about 2021 to 2022, is how can I simplify this? How can I make it easier to ingest for you guys? Because there is a lot, but you don't need it all to be able to execute on a day-to-day basis. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? To be able to do what you need to do, and that's where those trading plans come in that you talk about. Is that yeah, it's up to you to make certain decisions, and you're almost like I was talking with you guys the other day. You're almost like a basketball player, football player, any sport realm where you got the ball and you're going to decide when to shoot, when to stop, when to pivot. And that's where we're going to teach and guide you when to make those certain decisions and make it as easy as possible. And the great thing is we can do it one for such a low price for you to make so much, but just as well, you can stay tapped in. Like the information that Mike gives, I value. So I love to stay around it and what he talks about on a day-to-day basis because it affects how I live. If I'm going to buy a house, things like that, those
Right.
decisions can be made based off what we discuss week to week.
Yeah. And I
Hmm.
mean, so for me, because now I've kind of been in the community a little bit, but taking it back a little bit for somebody maybe who, is just hearing this or like you said, have heard about it and like, I think I'd like to do that, but I just don't understand, like
Right.
what's the difference between Forex and crypto and, does one move
Uh,
faster, different stuff
uh,
like that. So what would be
yeah.
like some basic steps?
So from just understanding the differences, so stocks is of course companies. You're putting your money into a company. They may pay you dividends, and over time you will be paid eventually, right? Even in the downturns, we just saw the market bounce back up to 2020. They pumped the market full of money, and if you invested at all, you were back up, right? But that's abnormal. It's an abnormal time. On a regular basis, you're holding for 2 to 5 to 10 years in the stock market before you're seeing massive value. For foreign exchange and crypto, that money is a bit faster. We can withdraw. I mean, we can call a trade today and withdraw tomorrow, or the next 2 3 days. So the value, as long as you're able to see what's going on, analyze a market or any chart, and then understand some of those fundamentals. Where Mike comes into play on that. Then you can make a decision, and then you can be withdrawing. By that Friday, you can be. It's more instant of a. I don't want to say instant, but the money's way faster in our markets that we trade. Thankfully, though, it also depends on your broker. So our brokers allow us to trade stocks the same way we can trade foreign exchange, in the sense of I can um, buy Apple into Apple and catch the move in my lot size. Basically, I put on that market is expansion. So if I was going to put like $100 in to Apple, I might not see some profit for 6 months, a year, something like that. But as a trader, in the way we trade, that money could be tomorrow. Apple makes a move in the next couple of days. I could benefit from that in the next three.
Mhm.
So keeping that type of income coming in like that is what allows that life change. I mean, we have people. If you've seen our ad video that we have out, we have testimonies of people making 7,300 a week, 2,500 a week, um, two, three, four, $500, per day. But it's all in that strategy. It's all in having that trading plan, and that's what we want to help you develop. We want to help you get your plan decided. This is a career. Nobody. You're your own boss. So there's no one to tell you, hey, you got to do this hour. You're going to plan that out. You're going to plan out your lifestyle around how you operate as a trader.
Mhm. And I'm just sitting here in my mind laughing because me and Tay were working on something, and he
Hmm.
got in the chat. He's like, "Good trade, you made some money." I was like, "I did. What happened? When?"
Right, just in the background somewhere, some money being made.
I was like, "Okay, all right, good way to go, Allie." But
Yeah.
so I had a question and I lost it because I got excited again.
All
But but I do think like seriously though, the conversations that you guys have, the way you teach, because there are some people who are in the community who were starting their trade career with other companies, and
right.
I hear them even talking about how at ITU though it's a different approach. You're very hands on, and you make it clear why you make this move, what this trend is doing, why the up and downs, what the candles
Yeah.
look like. I mean, it's a lot of, detailed information. So I think if you want to win in trading, ITU is where you're gonna do it because I mean you guys are making it happen.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it. And of all levels, basic to advanced, no matter where you are, we've been through the ups and downs. We understand the struggles that you're going to go through, and to simplify that for you guys is really on our hearts. If I can take everything out of the way and be honest, like even what it takes to look at a chart, I could look at a chart 5-10 minutes, give my ideas, and I'm done for the day. But to get you guys to that point, she's seen it, right? She's seen it firsthand. But to get you guys to that point, it does take a little time. And if we can make that time shorter, because it took me 2 years before I was profitable at this. So if I can get you down to 6 months, 4 months, we've done something major and to change your life forever. Because having that access to extra income from your phone, from your tablet, and like she said, I mean, Tay came and said, "Hey, we're good. We making some money." Wait, what? I was in the bathroom. I had no idea.
Right.
Right,
That's
and that
what
is a
you do.
great way. Yeah, and even as a child, like I used to hear, I'm sure you guys as well, we heard the money doesn't grow on trees. Well, around here it does, and we'd like to make that capable for you guys as well. And just starting just to segue real quick, the referral program we started is so we can help you do that. A lot of people we saw was like, "Look, I can't fund my account. Um, I don't have that excess money." Well, okay, well, here's a way now that we can put some money in your pocket as a student for referring other students, and if they start, yeah, we'll kick you 20%, let that build up, and then one day after you've learned, after you've mastered, then you can put that money in and start to trade. So that's why we have that, the demos, the practice accounts, so you can practice until you're ready.
Right, right. And I
Hmm.
also like the way, and this was like one of the first things guys taught was take the emotions out of it.
Yep.
Let it just be the information, get a plan, execute that plan. Because I mean, we're talking about money now. Say, come on.
Hmm. Hmm.
People are
We
emotional about
attached.
their money, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
We don't
yeah.
want to lose any money. We want to make sure
Hmm.
that we're not being scammed. It's
Hmm.
so much, and I think there are so many emotions just in general around money and around being able to build a nest egg because a lot of people we
Yeah.
hear that, but we haven't really seen it. So
Right.
the only way we think we're going to do that is if we go on these jobs every day. And listen, now I said it on Saturday show too. We're not telling anybody to quit your job, but we're saying
No. No.
while you're working, figure out another way to bring in extra income because if
Right.
you're struggling, if you're behind bills now, the only way you can get better and get out of that debt and get that freedom is to bring in extra income. So you got to find some way to do it. And if you can do it
Right.
from home, why
Even
not, right?
better. Because you can only work, one, two, three, four jobs so many times, right? We got into a place now where there was a time where, the husband and the man of the house could go to work and the wife could stay home. And eventually the economy went up and now both parties have to go to work. So now we're in a position where we're barely with our children. And now, even where we are at this very moment, you're looking at parents having two jobs apiece. So where is
Right.
that family time? Where can we get back into, you know, being there for our kids and not just sending them off to school and hoping for the best. um, let's take back control. Let's take back control because now things have gotten to a place where there is going to be a giant separation between the rich and the poor, and middle class won't be there so much, and it's not really good. So here's one of those avenues. Here's one of those vehicles that we can utilize. And the times of day we can trade is really anytime. We've got people who wake up 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because that's a more comfortable time. They can, relax during a London session and trade their pair that they like to trade, or midday. It all fits your schedule as you build it. So let's do a conjunction of, yeah, we're going to work our jobs. Yeah, we're going to make that money. But we're going to take a seed of that money and plant it somewhere else. And I think this is a great position. It's been great for us.
Yeah. And talking about that family time, again, you can do this anywhere. You can do it at home, you can do it when you're on vacation. And then your
Mhm.
kids are right there. I've seen your son, right there with you as you've been on the videos. And
Mhm.
so you're passing down, you're building generational wealth.
Mhm.
You're
My
building
daughter's already
generational
ready
knowledge.
to hop in. She wants to learn. She's like, "Dad, you got to do it because you get to stay home all day."
She's smart.
Right, right, right. Even with my wife, and she having the situation she had. I was be able to be there right there with my laptop at the hospital and stay with her the entire time. A lot of
Mm,
people have to go to work and miss out. And
right.
while we were there, I mean, they told us like a lot of times people that go through what she went through are alone. They're in that room at night by themselves.
Yeah.
Their family can't be with them, but being able to still teach you guys, still do what I have to do for my own personal trading, I could be right by her side the whole time and not miss a moment. So that's just something you can't, sell. You can't, you know.
Exactly. Uh, exactly. Listen, because on
You
these
guys were right
jobs,
there. You were right there with me through that.
woo, but even with the jobs, I mean, you can ask for time off, but you're only going to have so much time. You know,
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
and I don't really care what's going on. I mean, they're only going to be so compassionate. I mean, let's just
Yeah,
tell the
and it
truth
was
about it.
45 solid days. Okay, we were
Yeah.
in there for a good minute.
Yeah, so if they give
Mhm.
you those 45, you can believe that's it for your year. I don't care what
Right,
happens after that. That's it. So
right,
it's
right.
I think I have these conversations just to open up somebody's mindset,
Hmm.
about options. And trust me, Zay and them tell you, I'll be in there talking about. Don't ask me. No, Mike is the worst.
Mike's gonna get you right.
He'll be like, Alicia. So what? I'll be like, Mike, please stop. First of all, we're recording. I don't really want to look stupid on camera. But he's like, no, no, just come on, just say whatever. We'll go from there. But
Hmm.
it's it's been good, but it is a little scary, And I think we talked the other day in probabilities class was okay. You were asking us, oh, so what's keeping you stuck? And
Hmm.
for me, it's still that money thing. It's like, okay, I'm playing with somebody else now, but like when I start playing with my own, but all these skills and all these the foundation that you're giving us, I just think it's going to be when it's really time for me and I'm ready to flip the script. I'm just going to be so solid because,
Right.
like you said, with the people, the athletes, they practice every day. They don't hit every shot, but they keep practicing. They keep going
Hmm.
to that free throw
Three
line,
point.
that
Free
three
throw.
point line. I mean, and they're
Hmm.
doing it all. And
Yep.
but the thing is, they're practicing every skill until they find that one with this their niche. And I think
Right.
that's kind of like it happens in trading. Again, Tay trades a little bit different because Tay, when he takes over, he was like, "Well, I saw a few things a little bit different than Zay, so I'm going to tell you my
Hmm.
perspective." But they're all
Hmm.
winning perspectives.
Right. Right, exactly. So once you get, that fine-tuned eye to see certain things within the market, you're going to be able to capitalize every time. Like you said, Tay trades the day charts. I can get a little internal, I like to get a little detailed, I like to get down to the hours and the 15 minutes and stuff. But he'll just look at the date and base his entire trade synopsis off that day, and that works. So you just got to work with fit your schedule. And he's a busy man, he's got a whole family man, he's got a couple kids, so he doesn't have the time to be sitting there and getting over detailed. He's like, look, what's happening today so I can capitalize tomorrow. And that's okay. That's still a winning strategy.
Yeah. And that's the question I was going to have earlier was that, because some people think, well, I mean, if you're talking about me building this on the side, when am I ever going to look at charts? Because what is all the stuff that's going to be happening when I'm not there? you know? So a lot of times, and
Right.
that's what I thought. I was like, you have to stay on top of these charts. You have to be available for when things move, but you don't necessarily, right?
Not at all. Not at all. So we'll walk you through. We have the weekly overview every Sunday. We're going to meet up tonight, matter of fact. And we're going to plan out the whole week. So and we're going to take those charts, we're going to save them in the Discord for you guys. So you can always tap back in to see, hey, did I miss something? What's coming up? So on and so forth. You'll know because we're going to let you know. We're going to tell you what's going on so you can spend your day doing what you got to do, right? We don't want to interrupt anybody's schedule. If you can't make a class, it's recorded. You can come watch it later. If you can't see a session to plan out the next day, because what we like to do is plan the night before. So every night prior to the actual sessions that happen, we're going to plan out whatever charts we're looking at. So when it's time for you to take a trade, you're ready to tap in. You can get up and you say, okay, all right, we're looking at something like this. I'm going to take that trade. It looks good to me. And we always want you to go back and utilize your own analysis. Don't just base it off what we say. Take what
Mm,
you've learned thus far and say, hey, does this make sense to me? Because if it doesn't, you shouldn't even be trading it. But if it does, then it's an opportunity for you to get some practice in, get to that free throw line, like you said, and take a shot. You should never be afraid to do that.
yeah. And we talked about it too. Steve's my partner in this because we pretty much been going through classes together. But I like everybody's honesty. And there are some of us that say, we're so focused on making money, that we kind of move too quickly or we move too slow because then we don't trust ourselves and things like that. So um, there is that aspect, but I think the more we do it, and we talked about it, the more we get comfortable in doing it, like in the demo accounts and things like that,
Yep. Yep.
and we get used to losing because once you get that first loss, the trading plan helps with that too because the they have a bunch of questions that they ask you, and you answer the questions, and so I don't know if you want to get into that or where you want to go next. Liz, it's so much I could talk about, Zay.
Well,
This,
we'll be here all day. Yes, utilize that trading plan. We're not going to definitely give you the details here. Please tap in and you'll get that. But yeah, we're going to help you schedule your day, how you take trades, how you move, and what you think about. And that's where, Daniel comes into play with that because it's like you've got to have a shift of mindset from being
yeah,
what I'd call a consumer to a producer. We're so much to consuming. But when it's time to produce and it's time to get in the production side and investing side, it's a whole different mindset, whole different mentality to understand how to move in that route. Because now it's nobody telling you your day. And I was in the military, so everybody told me everything to do, right? It drove me crazy. But now in this realm, I plan my day, I plan my schedule. If I don't feel like trading at 10 a.m., I'm not getting up. I'm going to sleep. I'm sleeping until 1. I'm not going to trade tonight. That's my choice, and I can build my life around
yeah.
that.
I just
Hmm.
think it's cool because like one of Zay's things was not. What did you tell him? I think you told somebody to start setting their alarm instead of trying to look
Yes.
at it every day. But set an alarm so that you're
Yep.
not stressing yourself out, and
Hmm.
you know that every 2 hours it's going to come. The alarm's you're going to go look at what you need to look at and get back off
Exactly.
because you're not going to oversaturate yourself with this and get crazy with it.
Oh yeah,
And
I've been there.
and then like I think Tay told somebody one time to maybe don't put your stop losses in yet. Just execute and then watch what's happening and come back and then put your stop losses. So there's so many options, y'all. I mean, really, but you have to find a place that knows what to do. And you could do it all on your own. You could Google stuff because I'd be Googling stuff and I'd be like, well, I still have to go back to the community. So say, what does this mean? So I
Right.
just think it's good having a community of people who are educated in that and they can answer those questions, right?
Yes, because I mean, don't get me wrong. Google's your friend when you have a good community to bounce ideas off of because it is a lot of information. There are so many strategies out there. There's so many different ways to look at the market. You want a fine tuning, right? If you could work on your car at home all day, every day, but if there's a specific thing on a Benz, on a BMW that only they can do, you got to go there and get it done. And that's no different here. So we're going to help take all this information, bring it down to just the finite things you need to be executing, week after week, month after month. And that's where we want to get you guys.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sweet. And I think we have a video that you put together with the for us, just to
Yes,
what's going on in the ITU community.
of course.
So Al, if you want to set that up, and then right after that, Alan, I'll put that into run.
Of course, of course. The out of the referrals.
I don't know. Maybe we'll play the
On,
video, and then you
for
could go
sure.
back. So
I
let's
got
do
you.
that. So Alan, if you want to drop that video, please, by
Hello,
ITU.
wonderful listeners of Making Connections with Aly. I have something truly special to share with you today. Have you ever dreamt of financial success and didn't know where to start? Look no further than Independent Trading University. At ITU, we offer a diverse range of courses, from Forex basics to advanced technicals, along with comprehensive fundamentals education, mindset coaching, health and wellness guidance, plus stock and crypto trading strategies. That's right. Everything you need for a well-rounded trading journey, all in one place. Our mission is clear, helping you make extra income by learning the art of trading. Join us today at solo.to/independent trading guru and take advantage of an exclusive pre-sale. $50 for undergrad students looking to trade part-time, and just $75 for career traders ready to dive in full-time. With ITU, you'll master the art of making consistent income from the markets. This is your chance to start building a brighter financial future. Are you ready to transform your trading game and take control of your financial future? Look no further than Independent Trading University, your one-stop destination for comprehensive Forex education and so much more. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, we've got you covered. We believe in a holistic approach to trading success. Gain a deep understanding of market fundamentals, master your mindset, and prioritize your well-being. We're here to support your growth every step of the way. And let's not forget about stocks and crypto. Discover exciting opportunities and learn strategies to make extra income. The best part? We're running a limited time pre-sale for new students. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to gain the skills, knowledge, and support you need to succeed. Ready to make connections with your financial future? Visit our website at solo.to/independent-trading-view to secure your spot in our pre-sale today.
Yes.
All
Back
right.
to you, Zay.
Yes, this is what we're all about. That's what we're all about. Making this thing simple for you guys, putting you in the position to be a consistent winner. And, I mean, it's a one-stop shop. We've added as well. I mean, I have been off my game for the health side a little bit, but we've got the yoga practices in there, the cardio in there, because your health matters, right? This
Yeah.
game can stress you out if you let it. So I've added meditation in my life, yoga for the last 2 years, cardio for the last 2 years, and it's helped my bond between me and my wife get even better. So you're gonna get everything from money to health and wellness to better relationships, better friendships, and that's what we need. That's what our community needs.
Absolutely. And you're definitely right about that. I mean, it is, I mean, we have different, locations for the sessions. There's that morning, inspiration that you give. Sometimes it's a voice message, sometimes it's a video. It's just a lot of good things to keep you going. And like I said, it really is going to help you in life, because everything that it's talking about, it could be whether you're trading, whether you're having issues with family, whatever it is, it's always talking
Mhm.
about being in a better place, being open. And so it's just a great community, is all I can say.
Thank you, thank you.
So when you're doing these, looking at the charts and things like that, what type of
Mhm.
strategies do you use to evaluate like your risk, for example?
Okay. So from a risk basis, one, I want to look at the account size I'm using. People do not respect money, and you're going to learn to respect the dollar around here. I'm going to tell you that. The moment you blow an account, you're like really hurt. So a lot of times, especially we're using those smaller accounts, about $100, $500 account sizes. I've learned to just respect $5, $10 gains. Okay. I'm not risking too much. We like to keep things at a 1 to 2% risk and keep those gains, um, 3 to 1, 5 to 1 on my wins. So sometimes I don't always get it. Sometimes a trade, you've been there where a trade is going and then it comes back on you. And those are one of those times where it's like I was $10 up, I should have took it. I was $40 up, and I should have took it, right? So you're going to learn to respect that and respect those wins, because if you don't have the time to always look at what's going on, and you get a message from Tay or myself, or you check yourself, and you're like, oh, I'm up some change. Sometimes you got to take it, right? It's a win. It's called a win a win. Um,
Right.
but you also have those opportunities to put your stop loss into profit. So if the market goes against you, it'll still take you out at a decent profit rather than nothing or less. So we teach you guys to do that as well. But those are just a couple of measures that you can take to keep yourself protected at all times, right? That stop loss is there to help you and guide you so you don't blow the entire account. And as long as you're not what we say over leveraged, people will get greedy, right? So where you're supposed to be
Yeah.
putting a 1% risk on, you're risking now 10% of your account, 50% of your account, and then people are wondering, why am I blowing it in 2 days? Well, you're doing too much.
Right.
Slow
Right.
down, take your time. I know we want to get to the money. I know you want to get to the bag, but there's a way to get there. And if you're starting a small, treat it like a small account. Don't try to take 110,000. Okay, relax. You're gonna get there over time. All right?
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
so how do you stay abreast of the changing markets? I mean, I know the charts are there, but like, do you use any other resources to, you know, figure out what's happening in the
Yes,
market?
yes, and I know you have the photo for it. So we do use Forex Factory. That website will allow you to see market news coming up week to week. Okay, so it'll.
So, Alan, if you want to
Mhm.
put up picture number 4, I believe it is, I think this might be the one that he's talking about.
Hmm. And you can
Yeah.
go check this yourself. The website is there, forexfactory.com. And this website, which you can see here, the yellow and red boxes there, that's just the strength of the news. Okay, so if the news release is coming out, say next week, and there's a red folder, that red folder means it's going to be important. It's going to move the market in a certain way. And it also breaks it down to each currency. So if we are, say, trading GBP USD, that means the market's going to be affected by any pound news or any USD news happening globally. And this will let us know in advance. So we can prepare to say, okay, if I have this idea of this market doing something on Tuesday, if that folder is there, that means it's going to be a big push more than likely, or it's going to bring me my interest, right? And we see that happen time and time again. Yellow folders are there, things do happen, but it's not enough to really move the market all the time. So I've taken them off I've filtered mine down to just red folders. But that's there to do. And then on that right side where you kind of see the percentages there, that's going to let you know, hey, last time when this news came out, it affected about this much. This time it's going to be a little heavier or a little less. We get to see what the previous was. We get to see what the actual is, and then once things happen, we get to see what the actual is in the current.
Awesome.
Hmm. In a
Listen,
way,
I
it's
mean,
kind of weird. I've heard Aly say too, real quick, that in a way it's weird because you're almost kind of seeing into the future a little bit when you read
really,
it.
I mean, you're like, okay, I know I'm not getting a
Mhm.
raise this year. No.
Exactly, exactly.
But I'm serious, and I mean, the thing about it is like, okay, Alan, you can take that slide down if you like. But it's like, I'm not trying to, I don't think I'm a dumb person, but like, Mike will ask you a question, and I'll be like, I mean, I know what it is in my mind. I don't know how to explain it. But, just about, supply and demand and what moves that supply and that demand. And I
Hmm.
mean, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. But it's so educational and it's really eye opening. It really is because then, like he was saying about those percentages, okay, they're going to talk about unemployment, they're going to talk about all these things in these meetings. These other people are talking about, we're not in the meetings, but if we stay abreast to it, we still will know how the markets are moving, what to expect. Is home ownership going to be like on the low for the next 6 months? Should you wait, hold it? Of course there are variables and they could change a little bit, but you just have more knowledge when you go to make decisions about even buying a home, buying a car, going
Hmm.
on vacation, because
Hmm.
hey, the gas price is about to go sky high. Wait and go on vacation next week when everybody gets back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You get to track gold prices. I know people like to invest in gold, invest in silver. You get to track that by learning this skill set. It's really beneficial to have in your back pocket for many reasons. And then even just being a part of the community, having
Yeah.
Mike there, having me there, helps you stay informed. Hmm.
Absolutely. And so, Alan, if you put up slide number 3, this is just kind of like sometimes I take screenshots because I'm like, okay, they said this, and I'm gonna go back and look at this and see if I can see what they were saying. And so, this happens sometimes when we're having charts and Zay or Tay are reading the charts, kind of giving us an example of what's going on. So, this is a chart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
so,
this was one of those moments, one of those times it's like I was still home, which was awesome. Um, So we're gonna go through with you at night, Monday through Thursday, and look at what happened and what we can anticipate to happen next. We're gonna give you, if you see the green there, we're gonna give you our take profit areas. Will be the target on where we're seeing the market going, and just as well a stop loss for you to put in to protect your account. So it's also you can practice. It's also you can execute on a regular basis and get some experience because you can't really just go in the game and start playing. You got to get some practice time in, and as much as we can, we're going to be there to help you through that process.
listen, because when I first started, I was like, okay, why they playing with these lines and stuff? What's happening? But
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's just so much, and I'm like, what's that over to the right? And I mean, but they don't care. You can stop them right in the middle of their demonstration and ask questions. Trust me, I know. Or then be like, okay, well, I forgot what you said, but then they're recording. You see up there, they're recording. So the information is always there for you to go back to. And, don't let this, what you see right now, intimidate you, but really be motivated by, okay, I mean, just to learn how to read the charts. It's going to be a blessing to your life one way or another.
Yeah.
Even if you're not interested in doing it or executing right now, but learning it and being able
Right.
to jump in. Um, because listen, okay, Alan, you can take that down. Thank you very much. Um, listen, we all want more money. We all want to live a more comfortable life. We're tired of struggling. This one business I'm in, the guy says I used to. Some days I'd rob Peter to pay Paul.
PayPal.
Sometimes I'd take from Paul to pay Mary, and then sometimes I tell them all to go to hell. you know, because I didn't have no money to get from nobody to give to
Hmm.
nobody. And
Hmm.
that is really the truth of the matter. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to admit it. But listen, there's a lot of people out here struggling. There's a lot of
Yes.
people out here praying for an opportunity. But listen, when an opportunity comes, at least get the information. It may not be the opportunity for you, but it may be, but you'll never know if you don't tap in and find out what the opportunity is
Right.
about, right?
Right. And so one thing we did, especially this year, many years, we knew this was going to be a very hard year for people. We anticipated the market doing what it's doing now, falling off a cliff. So we said, look, this is a year we need to give people a chance. There are other programs. There's tons of ways to teach and learn this craft, but they're going to charge you. When I first even started, they were like, look, you're not going to find a good educator for less than $5,000. And at the time, that was very true. Now, a lot of programs now are about 300, 200 a month. So we changed ours and said, look, we're going to bring in the starting year 50, $75, 50 if you want to learn basic, and you're like, this is something part time I'm going to do. 75 if you're like, hey, I want to make a career out of this. And we're going to spend this year working with you tirelessly until we feel like, or you feel like you've got it and can understand it. And then by then, do what you please with the skill set. But now more than any time before, I think it's time for our community, especially the Black community. We don't have more options that we know of outside of jobs at every degree level or non-degree level. You're working tirelessly and not breaking the mold. And we've seen posts, right, where I've reposted about even millionaires right now are check to check, right? And if
Yeah,
you're not even in that realm, everybody's in a bad place. So here's
right.
something we can do. Here's a vehicle that they've been running. And when I say they, Wall Street's been running for years, making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars week after week, month after month. Why should we not take advantage and just learn a new skill set? Don't be afraid to learn. I tell Aly
Mhm.
and the team all the time, and the students all the time, people don't want to read. They really don't. But that's where the knowledge is. You're behind on your money, you're behind on your
Right.
bills. There's books for that. Okay. Okay. We've got a whole IT library as well, just to help understand finances, understand how to read these markets, understand yourself personally, all types of stuff, because you're going to grow as an individual in this game.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Now, I agree with that you will grow as an individual. You will grow to find out, what is pushing you to do what you do.
Mhm.
Are you just chasing the money? Are you wanting something for the future? You'll find out,
Yeah.
in this community. And it's not a bad thing. It's just finding out, what you need. You'll find out, okay, because like Tay and Zay have said, there's people who've been in the community. They got their 100,000, 200,000, and they were out. That's all they needed. Maybe they were a little bit older or whatever, and this is what they needed to set up the rest of their financial future,
Well,
and they were
yeah.
gone. So it's really up to you. They're not going to hold your feet to the cold for the rest of your life. You come in to get what you need, and they're just willing to be here for you. So kudos
And
to
Tay
y'all.
gonna let you know. Tay's going to tell you, like, look, I don't care whether you do it or not. I'm here to help. I am here to give you a chance. But this is what because we do it ourselves. We don't have to do any of this at all. But we care enough to reach back and reach out. So I hope you guys take advantage. I hope you guys even try it. There is a 7-day free trial as well, to take advantage of and kind of get your feet wet a little bit there.
Yeah.
Almost over 20 classes offered for you to go through, and tons of prior sessions and recordings.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. Tay told me one time, he said, he was talking about something, I guess showing me something. And I said, mm-hmm. He said, don't just say, mm-hmm, get me to shut up. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And I was like, now, wait a minute, Tay, now. Bring his Zay back. He's nice
Okay.
enough. Like,
Oh yeah,
but
oh yeah. He's gonna make sure you
no,
win.
but
He's gonna make sure
but
you
no,
win.
everybody's really cool. I mean, Mike and all of them, they're real serious about teaching you if you want to learn. But they're all really cool. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
telling you, you don't have to be intimidated. And I think that's a big thing. People are just intimidated. They're scared to
Mhm.
say what they don't know, or, scared to ask you to repeat it. Because, I mean, we've had those situations in college where teachers be like, make you feel stupid, but
Right.
you don't have to worry about that here.
No,
No stupid
we've all been
question. You
there.
can ask the same question. Cause I'll be like, did I just ask that question yesterday? And I'm gonna ask. Oh, I'm gonna ask it again.
It's
And they be
okay,
like,
and it's okay.
they don't hold records. They just answer your question, but
Hmm.
maybe they say it a little bit differently this time. But I just think it's time, like you said, for us to get serious about us, get
Yeah.
serious about our future, get
Hmm.
serious about generations to come, because
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff happening in the world, and we have
Hmm.
to prepare our children, and we have to, I'm even thinking about my parents, because one of the things that keeps me here or makes me want to push is because of my parents, because of the things they're going through. And I'm like, one day again with work, I might not be able to get off and go take them to appointments, or their insurance might not want to pay but for 10 hours of therapy when they need 40.
Hmm.
So who's gonna who's gonna is he just gonna sit without therapy? No, because Allie
No,
gonna
you
get
gotta
in and
take
she can
the
trade
responsibility.
something.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna make it happen.
Pick up
So
the
it's a lot
money.
of things it is good to have your feet in the now. Think about, be present, but
Yeah.
at the same time you have to start preparing for the future, don't you think?
For sure, for sure. I think where we mess up at, and sometimes that comes with the lack of education, is understanding where we came from, where we are, and where we're going. And where we come from, if you just look over the years, I mean, we started agriculture, right? We were doing a lot of farming then, and then the industry changed completely when they decided to hire managers, right? So that's when you started to hear parents say, "Hey, go to school, and they'll give you a good, high-paying manager job." Yeah, they will, but that's just to do what they don't want to do, so they can go hang out at the beach. Okay, so once that transition, you get into the retail industry, you get into tech and computers, and each generation has an opportunity in that generation to do something different, to take it to the next level. And we're already seeing that, right? We're getting all the news with AI, means that, hey, this is a whole nother financial playing field that everything's about to change. Heavy job losses. I try to share that with you guys all the time. What jobs are AI coming for? So we're looking at
Hmm.
anybody that does email work or office customer service type stuff. Those industries are getting hit. We're seeing warehouse jobs. They have forklifts that run themselves now, right? They have
Hmm.
the what do they call them? The pallets that work the
Oh
cargo
yeah.
ships and pick up the car. They got those automated. So more and more time, we're seeing we are not needed. Well, more and more.
Right.
And as that goes on, we'll see kids come out of industries where they used to be able to have a part-time job. Like, you like to work at McDonald's, not in a few years, because now they have automated McDonald's, right? So this is an industry I don't think will go away for a long time. We have opportunity to take advantage of it. Let's take advantage of it while it's here the best we can. Because eventually, I don't think, me and Mike are kind of back and forth with that, but Mike believes like someday you may not even be able to trade, at least stateside. And if that happens, did you take advantage of it while it was here, or did you just miss out on that
Right.
opportunity to make that money and then take that money and invest whatever's new and next, so the other generations can be prepared. I watch kids all the time now doing things that I did as a child, through the 90s. And I'm like, that's not going to work in the next 10, 20 years. You're going to be hurting. You're going to have to do what you do, what's good for you, what exists for the kids to move forward. So let's stay forward thinking in that aspect.
Yeah. And that's why I say, I keep trying to tell people, don't wait, stop waiting. We've been waiting
Hmm.
long enough. We
Hmm.
watching somebody else, but now it's really your time to, I mean, do everything that you can to be prepared. Not trying to say the world's ending tomorrow or anything like that, but I mean, I'm just saying though, even while you're in this world, even if it doesn't change for the next 50 years, how do you want to live this next 50 years? you
Right.
know?
And then you can't complain when your kids don't do right when you didn't set them up to do right. Right. Put them
Yeah.
in the right rooms. And I love the thing about when we came together to build ITU, it was like, dude, if nobody becomes a student, we put all these classes together. At least my child can come learn at my school the way you know what I'm saying? The way we taught
Mhm.
and with experienced people. So even having people like Allie, stuff like that, this is a community. They can always tap in with the other kids as well that'll be in this community learning. When I first started, I met a 17-year-old making 10K a week. So I was like, I've got to adjust and I want my daughter in the same place. They want their kids in the same place where money is irrelevant. Let's just take it out the picture, right?
Right.
It should be as easy as I get oxygen,
Right.
just a
Right.
resource. Yeah.
Listen. So, Zay, tell us again. Um, well, what was the other question I had? So I know some people are asking like asking what's the difference like crypto, like, because some
Mhm.
people are still kind of scared of crypto.
Yeah.
Um, they just sent me that text. I'm like, asking yourself, but get in the community, asking yourself. No, I'm
Right.
just kidding.
There you go.
But like crypto, people still kind of scared of that. What is that?
Of course.
Is it?
So here's what's happening. We've always had a transition from currency to currency, right? We started with the trade of goods and brokering goods, then we went into gold and silvers to buy stuff, right? Shekels, all that good stuff back then. Then into the dollar, we had that transition where it was backed by gold and things of that nature. So now we're just going into another currency change. And it's going with the development of the future. What are we thinking about? Technology. We're thinking about technology becoming major. And now you're able to pay for things from your phone. So now instead of using a dollar, they want you to use crypto because it takes away government control. So that's why you saw Fed Now came out, right? Fed Now dropped their own cryptocurrency because they can't control Bitcoin, they can't control Ethereum. The power comes back to the people, right? So if the goal now is to go completely digital with our currency, be able to move money freely and easily through our devices, crypto is going to be the answer for that. Now, how it happens is what's all up in the air, right? What companies are backing certain cryptos because their value is based upon who's using it. If ain't nobody using it, it has no value. And
Right.
Bitcoin was just one of the first and one of the major ones that went global. That one, Ethereum, XRP, those are the ones you kind of want to look at. And there's a lot more, and a lot of people trying to do different things with them. But for now, as an investment, yes, I would. Long term, I'm with crypto all the way. If I'm going to be able to control my money, and you can't stop me, you can't tell me, I can't pay for certain things or I can't house my money somewhere. I'm not going to have that happen. So I don't think Fed Now will do well, but I do think the cryptos, once more and more people become educated in the space, will do fantastic. And it's going to be some ups and downs. There's always going to be that case, but we will transition. Our kids have played video games and that where that is normal, where money moving throughout games and stuff is all normal for them. So they're eyeballing them. We just have to be on top of it to figure it out. But they don't care whether we use it or not because they know they've already trained the kids to get comfortable with
Right.
it.
Right. Listen. Whew. So that just when you started talking about that, it started making me think about the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody knows about that. Can you kind of tell us what's going on with that?
Of course. So right now there's a, let's say, kind of like a coup going on against the United States.
All right.
Um, China's teaming up. China's teaming up with what's we got? Brazil. I think Brazil's on that list. Russia, um, China, India, a bunch of big countries are coming together, create their own like financial systems and beat us out because our dollar's used everywhere, right? If you go anywhere, you can use a dollar all over the globe. And they, at a time, had a need for that, where if our dollar value was so high that they couldn't, and we're backed by gold and all of that. So now that China's developed a way for them to team up and come together to no longer basically excommunicate us from needing the dollar anymore. And the effects of that is our prices over here getting higher because now we're not dealing with international trade as well. Um, but there's a battle going on. We'll see how that actually ends up. But first, they got to be able to work together. Okay, they got to be able to
That part.
coexist. Exactly. So I think in the long run, we might be okay. We might be all right if they not get along. because they got trust issues. China and Russia for sure. Those are the big heads leading this whole thing. So watch out for that, and watch out. Look up the what's it called? Silver something. China has a whole new network of trade happening that they left us out of. And I'll get the name for you, Aly. You can be sure to
Okay.
let the community know. But they've built a system over the years that only includes the other side of the globe. It doesn't include us with their trade system. And it starts with silver, something silver. But I'll get that to you for sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Or y'all can just go to ITU
Hey,
on Facebook and get in the group.
yeah,
Follow the
yeah.
page. Follow them on Instagram.
Oh, we're
Um,
all over TikTok, IG, Facebook,
y'all on
Threads and
TikTok.
LinkedIn. Oh, we on TikTok. We on
Let me go
TikTok. We
check these
everywhere.
videos out.
Yeah.
Listen, but what will happen? Sometimes you might get on IG and you be like, "That's me. That sound like me," and
Oh,
you
you
being
gotta.
real.
Yeah. Because the beautiful thing about social media is it allows you to, just tap in, be able to showcase and show, what the community is doing, what we're conversating about. I'm not gonna get you at your worst, trust and believe, but it's the words you talk about, the questions you ask and stuff, which will benefit somebody out there listening.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, Zay, again, thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing. And I think I'm gonna go out on your video, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna take a quick minute and just be like, so that's the email if you wanna, just reach out and have questions. Independent Trading University at gmail.com, and the website. There we go.
I just remembered it too. It's the Silk Road. Look up
It's
China's
what?
Silk Road. The Silk
Oh,
Road
okay.
for China. Yeah, there's a whole neural network going on over there. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. And so,
Mhm.
definitely go to the website and since we're all on social media, jump in the group, follow on Facebook, and you said you're on IG and what else? TikTok.
IG, TikTok, Facebook, um, not on Snap. Snap's kind of a dying breed, but those three for sure. And if you go
Okay.
to solo.to/independent trading you'll see all our links for everything.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Hmm.
So definitely reach out. Definitely stay tuned. We will have more conversations with Zay. Since we're in the community and we're trying to educate and bring awareness, we'll, have these conversations a little might just, go ahead and do it quarterly, monthly. You never know what's going to happen. But,
That's right.
and there's definitely a lot of information. There's, like you said, life coaching, there's, inspiration, there's health and wellness. Everything is in that community. So we're trying to be the best we can overall. And so
Yeah.
I do want to take a quick second to say that, we are making connections with Aly. We're here every Saturday at 12 noon, every Monday at 2 p.m. And we do replays on Thursdays at 7. You can find us on IG, YouTube, we're everything making connections with Aly. So wherever you look for us. And so, but yeah, we're excited about what's going on. We got some exciting things coming up for our end of the year um, session. So, last year we did a concert. It's going to be a little bit different this year, but it's still going to be very good. And so Zay's going to be a part of that with us. And listen, your girl Aly, y'all know we had Office Secrets, the cast of Office Secrets, a few members on Saturday. The premiere is November 3rd in Charlotte and November 19th in Greensboro. So your girl Aly will be there on the 3rd doing the red carpet interviews. So make sure you go to jcilegacy.com. I think we have a banner with that, but it's jcilegacy.com. Get your tickets. Come hang out with me and the rest of the cast for the movie premiere. It's my first red carpet event, so I'm excited. And thanks. And so I'm also part of an anthology, and it's going to be the Black Girl Expo November 11th in Charlotte, North Carolina. So go to herfiretour.com, get your tickets for that November 11th. I did the book, I did the workbook, and so we're going to be talking about our chapters, and it's going to be at the Courtyard in Charlotte off the Woodlawn in Charlotte. So go to her fire tour, get your tickets for that. So your girl got a busy end of the year coming up, and then Hope for All has their gala on December 2nd. So we'll be there as well. So making connections is going to be busy.
That's awesome.
But we're going to be checking them charts too. Just saying.
Hey, for sure. Hope to see you guys at the top and on the charts and having a good time. Aly, thank you again. Thank you for your time. You're doing amazing. Okay, don't get it twisted. Aly's been making moves in this community and staying up to date. So, congratulate her being able to do that with that busy of a schedule, still being able to, keep that money rolling on the side. So.
Yes, thank you so much. It has been really life-changing. And so I'm appreciative for the opportunity. So I just implore somebody else to, really open your mind, and to be willing to just check it out, do that 7-day trial and see what it's like. And, and I always tell people, even if you're not ready to do something, okay, now the price, be like, okay, I can't do it this month, but next month I'm going to be ready because this is something I need for me and my family. So don't just say no now. There's ways to work things around. So that's another thing.
There's not enough women in this industry, and come to find out, even in my first years of learning, y'all are technically better at doing this than us, just because we get overanalyzed, then take things personal, especially when it comes to money. But we've seen women flow really naturally in being able to do this skill set.
Like, dang, I can't get the baby no shoes today, but listen, I'm gonna keep trying because the baby still needs some shoes. So we're gonna
True that. Yeah, the certain tenacity that helps a lot.
Yeah. A lot of times we're doing it for somebody else, not just for ourselves. So
exactly.
Yeah. But listen, we're here for you. Make sure when you join the community, you say hello, tell them you found out about them through Making Connections with Aly. So definitely give us a shout out, and we're looking forward to see you in the community. And so we're going to end the show. Of course, I'm going to say my popular line. Until next time, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. But this is the video for ITU, Independent Trading University. Thanks, Zay.
Of course.
Hello, wonderful listeners of Making Connections with Aly. I have something truly special to share with you today. Have you ever dreamt of financial success and didn't know where to start? Look no further than Independent Trading University. At ITU, we offer a diverse range of courses, from Forex basics to advanced technicals, along with comprehensive fundamentals education, mindset coaching, health and wellness guidance, plus stock and crypto trading strategies. That's right. Everything you need for a well-rounded trading journey, all in one place. Our mission is clear, helping you make extra income by learning the art of trading. Join us today at solo.to/independent trading guru and take advantage of an exclusive pre-sale. $50 for undergrad students looking to trade part-time, and just $75 for career traders ready to dive in full-time. With ITU, you'll master the art of making consistent income from the markets. This is your chance to start building a brighter financial future. Are you ready to transform your trading game and take control of your financial future? Look no further than Independent Trading University, your one-stop destination for comprehensive Forex education and so much more. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, we've got you covered. We believe in a holistic approach to trading success. Gain a deep understanding of market fundamentals, master your mindset, and prioritize your well-being. We're here to support your growth every step of the way. And let's not forget about stocks and crypto. Discover exciting opportunities and learn strategies to make extra income. The best part? We're running a limited time pre-sale for new students. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to gain the skills, knowledge, and support you need to succeed. Ready to make connections with your financial future? Visit our website at solo.to/independent trading guru to secure your spot in our pre-sale today.